What up and what's happening, people? The NBA season is getting wild. It is just getting wild. And frankly, I'm loving it cuz this is just the energy we've been needing to see in the league. What I'm talking about is there's been a slew of scuffles, if you will, that have erupted over the past week or so in the NBA. The first one was between the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks, in which several players were suspended, two of which for multiple games. And last night, the Houston Rockets and the Miami Heat were in a close game down the stretch, and Thompson and Tyler Herro were getting into it. And, Thompson quite literally threw Tyler Herro to the ground like a rag doll. It was insane. I have not seen anything like that in a long time. So that, to me, was worse than what happened between the Mavericks and the Suns a few nights prior. And, those players were handed out some suspensions. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some suspensions come down for the players involved in this Rockets Heat game scandal that went down. But 6 people were ejected after this game, or after this incident last night. Tyler Herro, Thompson, the two that were mainly involved. Ime Udoka, the head coach of the Rockets, was ejected. The Rockets' assistant coach, Ben Sullivan, was ejected. Terry Rozier was ejected from the Heat side. Jalen Green was also ejected, one of the star players on the Rockets. So it was just a wild fight. If you guys have not seen it, I really suggest go look it up, because I've not seen something like that happen in a while, where someone quite literally gets flung to the ground. Thompson picked Tyler Herro up by the jersey, by the shirt, and just throws him up and down onto the court. It was wild. And the Heat came out with the win, so I guess, Tyler Herro got the last laugh. But it's going to be a budding rivalry between these two teams for sure. And they're both pretty decent. I mean, the Rockets are having a great season, better season than the Heat for sure, but it was wild. So I'm really wondering what the NBA is going to do, because the Naji Marshall and Jusuf Nurkic situation that happened was, again, in my opinion, not as bad as what this situation last night looked like. And Naji Marshall got 4 games, worth of suspension. Jusuf Nurkic got 3. PJ Washington got a game. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Thompson gets like 6 games, because you have to just go look it up. He threw Tyler Herro to the ground. Threw him to the ground. And, a lot of people are saying, oh, well, people in the NBA exec corner and all that is, oh, well, it's bad for the league, it's this, that, whatever. Frankly, I don't think it's bad for the league. I don't want to promote violence or promote issues like that. Obviously, I don't think anyone really got hurt. But, this is the type of competitive energy we want to see in the league, right? And I don't want to boil over like this, but trash talking and doing all that is cool. It's good for the league. It's good for competition. But I just have a feeling Adam Silver is just going to strike this down with an iron fist. Like, he is not going to play this game with people. He does not play around. He does not mess around. And frankly, Adam Silver's lenient compared to, David Stern, RIP. But David Stern was not playing any bullshit back in his day. Was like, no, you do some crazy stuff around here and you can get the fuck out of my league. Like, we do not play that. So I don't think it's going to be the same thing. I mean, everyone's also been talking about NBA ratings being down and this and that, whatever. And I don't think fights like this are why the ratings are down. Like, this competitive energy is what NBA needs to see. Obviously, we don't really want it to boil over in this form, unless, sometimes it can be a little interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. When I see a nice scuffle erupt, it does make the game pretty interesting, especially if it's a close game. Again, don't want anyone to get hurt. But you love to see that competitiveness, just bubble over with all the players on the court. So I'm wondering what the NBA is going to do. I don't know, but I'm liking the energy that's flowing through the league right now. I think it's going to be good for the league. I think it's going to, promote competitiveness, promote, giving it your all day in, day out. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And this is typically when the season starts to heat up. Once the football season starts coming to a close, that's really when the NBA picks up. So we still have a little bit, left until then. The Super Bowl is not until I think the first or second week of February. So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks for the NBA. Teams are starting to kind of formulate, their position, for the season, and which teams are good, which teams are not so good, and obviously things can change. We still have several months left of the season. Things can change after the All-Star break. There's a lot of things that can go wrong for teams, a lot of things that can happen, a lot of things that can propel teams to do better than they've done so far in this first, kind of third of the season. So, but the energy's there. Energy is up. Energy is right. It's going to be a great next couple of months. Super hyped to see NBA continue to kind of just rise up and boost those ratings. We've had some good games. NBA on Christmas was great. The NFL was trying to steal the day, but NBA said, nope, we got 5 games and they're all going to be good. So it was awesome. Let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think the NBA energy is on peak right now? Think it's on point? I didn't mean to say on peak. I meant to say on fleek, but that's kind of dated. But let me know what you guys think. Want to know your thoughts. What are you looking forward to in this next part of the season? Check in, you know what I mean? If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Por favor. I would greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, I'll catch you guys with the next one. Stay safe. You know what it is. Handle business. Stand on business. Peace.